Next, we go over to implement. Once you identify who you are as a brand, and you've examined where you're starting, and you've learned about the buyer psychology of the people that you want to connect with, next, you have to implement the connection, which is that bridge that guides them back to you. This is where you're going to implement your psychology driven demand generation strategy. And we break this into the 4 building blocks of marketing: motivation, method, messaging, and mechanisms. First, what's your motivation? Is it purely based on sales? Is it purely focused on the conversion? If so, your buyers are going to feel that and they're going to put their guard up. Or is your motivation focused on relationship building, which often requires more altruistic tactics in the beginning? Are you really trying to help your buyer and guide them to being a more educated purchaser? Next is method. What is the method you're using to achieve your campaign objectives? Oftentimes, when we see manipulative and icky feeling marketing out there, those methods are scarcity, peer pressure, FOMO, or these too good to be true guarantees, and those don't feel good. We want to make sure that your marketing leaves people feeling good, because the more you can cause them joy and give them those dopamine hits that satisfy what their brain is craving, the stronger the bonds they're going to form with your brand. Next, what is your message? How are you communicating to them? What kinds of connotation do your words carry? What's the visual message that you're communicating? How is that message showing up? All throughout the 5, not 4, we'll get to that in a minute, stages of the sales funnel. And finally, what are the mechanisms by which you're connecting with that target audience? Are you meeting them where they're most receptive? Or are you trying to force your way in when the doors are shut? Or, worse still, are you speaking to an empty room?